Hey guys, we are off on an amazing whiskey adventure. We're heading to Salt Spring Island here on Vancouver Island for an amazing couple days with Fettercairn whiskey. We're excited to get into it. The rest of the team's coming. Follow along. I think you're gonna like what you see. So we made it to the west coast of Canada for the Fettercairn launch, and I can't believe really this environment. We're sitting by the sea, drinking some incredible scotch, and for a few prairie boys like us who grew up in a landlocked place, this is just an amazing experience, and we're really looking forward to digging into some of these new expressions with some new friends and kind of telling the story as we go. Before we show you the rest of the weekend, let's just take a little break for a second so we can introduce ourselves. We're From Barrel to Bottle. We're a team of 4 friends who have a passion for creativity, adventure, and of course, whiskey. We like to take photos, like a lot of photos. We also like to dabble with video, but for us, it's all about the adventures. It's about being together and sharing memories and moments and drams that we'll remember forever. On the team we have Victor. He's from Belgium originally, but he's been in Canada for the last 6 or 7 years. He loves soccer and French fries with mayonnaise, which is kind of weird if you ask me. Next we have Brad. Brad loves hockey. He's born and bred in Canada, but his hands are always cold, which really kind of makes him a bit of a liability here. Next up is Robbie. He's the official hand model of the group. From time to time, we'll let him show his face on camera as well. He's been part of the team since the very beginning. And I'm Eric. I'm kind of the dad of the group. I'm by far the oldest, definitely not the wisest, but kind of the one that's pulled this whole thing together.
Alright, back to the weekend. Fettercairn put us up in a beautiful Lightwater Cove. We had a wonderful welcome dinner made by this really lovely local lady. We got to meet the whole group, and later that night, Robbie and Brad finally joined us.
I had a bread sandwich if you heard That night, we ambitiously set our alarms to capture sunrise, paired with an espresso, of course. We set out and quickly realized, well, there was no sunrise, but we made the most of it anyways.
Honestly, I feel great. We didn't really drink much, not like Eric.
No.
I did fall on the stairs, but Brad and I showed up late, so we didn't have too many drinks last night. Took her easy. Knew we could have a nice, easy day. Tonight, we'll be getting into it, but no, I feel great this morning. Fresh ocean air. Doesn't get any better.
Brad, let me hit you with this. Why are you running? Where are you going? Oh, it's not a whale penis.
What are we shooting this morning?
The Fettercairn 16. And we got to taste this last night. 2022 release. One of my top picks from the night. Had 1, 2, 3 muffins and strawberry.
1 strawberry.
After breakfast, we headed out on a walk around of the Lightwater Cove property. We learned about their sustainable farming practice and varieties of seeds and plants that they grow, including 25 varieties of barley. The sustainability effort on the island links to the values and practices that Fettercairn follows back at their distillery. On our walk, Gregg Glass, the Fettercairn master distiller, sat down with us to share more.
Fettercairn is one of the oldest distilleries in Scotland. What's really unusual, I would say, is our distillation. So we have beautiful spirit stills, but we actually have an O-ring on the top, which cold water runs down the outside, and that helps to promote reflux, the vapor contact with copper, and also redistillation. So it creates a really unusual spirit style. So Fettercairn is really the natural home for the Scottish oak cask making programme, where not only are we using Scottish oak, but we're also looking at how we plant oaks for future generations. So we've even started our own forest. So what's great about our sort of launching in Canada is, in particular, is that we've got our 12-year-old, we've got our 16-year-old, and the 16-year-old actually changes from batch to batch. So we use different combinations of casks within there. And then our 18-year-old, the Scottish oak edition, that one, by the virtue of the natural natural properties of our Scottish oak will slightly vary, but within, you know, how we feel it should be in terms of a consistent style, but with that nuance. It then actually comes down to people sitting down and enjoying the whisky themselves or with friends, and I think that's where whisky really comes back alive.
If you want to hear more from our tasting led by Gregg Glass, the Fettercairn Master Distiller, his full interview can be seen by clicking that link on your screen. After one more whiskey tasting and our final delicious lunch, we made our way back to Victoria.
Yeah, hi guys, we're on our way back to Victoria.
To where?
To Victoria?
Yeah, look at that.
Where's Victoria?
It's right here.
Yeah, so we just got on the ferry. We're leaving at Salt Spring Island, which was incredible. Now we're headed back to Victoria. We're headed to the hotel. We're gonna go for high tea and dinner tonight. Definitely some drams, definitely some drinks. I need a Negroni personally. So yeah, looking forward to tonight. It's gonna be really fun.
Just in time for his vlog segment.
All right, look at it. Hello, new friend here. This is Tripod. Tripod, new friend, nice to meet you.
So we just spent the morning at a beautiful clothing manufacturing company called Ecologist. So manufacture clothes right here in this building over here in Victoria. So they focus on really sustainable clothing practices and clothing materials. So no microplastics, no plastics in the supply chain. It was really cool to see, really tied in with the Fettercairn brand and how they all focus on the sustainability of their production line. So super cool to see that this morning. After visiting Ecologist, we had a chance to explore beautiful Victoria some more, where we took advantage of the beautiful scenery, shot some images, shot some video. And then we headed to the Victoria Whisky Festival.
Again, is this thing on? Hello? We're at the Victoria Whisky Festival 2023, our favorite festival of the year. We're the VIP experience, so we're here early to taste some cool and interesting things.
Robbie, tell us a little bit about this.
You know, when you come to these events, you don't want to have to carry your dram around all the time, so hands-free drinking, pal. We got to meet up with tons of friends. We made some new friends. We drank lots of really, really unique whiskeys, found some new favorites, and had a really great night.
Day in the life?
We don't know how to talk about
Day in the life.
We need you to describe who we are. Tell us
Welcome
who we are.
to a day in the life with From Barrel to Bottle.
Eric, how much do you hate traveling with us? That says it all.
Hey, when we started Barrel to Bottle, we had this idea in mind that we wanted to go on amazing adventures, share some great whiskey with our friends, and to tell stories as we go. And that's really kind of what we've been up to over the last little while.
Yeah, over the last couple of days, we were joined by Fettercairn on Salt Spring Island, and we were able to explore, enjoy some awesome whiskey together, and finish off here in Victoria.
Yeah, we're trying something new with this vlog style, so we hope you enjoyed it, and we enjoyed, you following along on our adventures, and we're hoping to do some more adventures in the future here.
With all of that said, like, we just feel incredibly grateful to be able to have had an opportunity to do some, really amazing things together. And we're looking forward to kind of pushing the boundaries as we continue to move forward. So follow along, and we're looking forward to what's next.